Freedom isn't a decree, it's a behavior. Social freedom doesn't magically fall out of a constitution, nor does it trickle down from the important people on top. It only appears when enough ordinary humans look at other weird, eccentric, colorful humans and think, not my cup of tea, but let them do whatever floats their boat. Besides, our normal culture looks alien and weird to others. That's it. That's the engine. Not ideology, not patriotism, just a large enough number of people quietly refusing to police each other's existence. This live and let live lifestyle is the soil out of which social and political freedom grows. Kill that spirit of tolerance and acceptance by calling it the woke mind virus, and you get suspicion, conformity, and the endless parade of petty tyrants who think they're doing society a favor by stamping out anyone different to them. Individual freedom, the rarer species. Then there's individual freedom, not the chest-beating, flag-waving variety, but the quiet and embarrassingly difficult kind. Knowing which desires are truly yours and which ones were slipped into your pocket by someone else. Most people haven't had that moment of clarity yet. They're like passengers on a bus who forgot they ever had the option to stand up. The clearest case is the lottery fantasy. Ask people what they'd do if they won millions, and a shocking number say, "I'd still go to work." Not because they're enlightened Stoics, not because they've transcended materialism, but because habit has hypnotized them harder than money can awaken them. That's not freedom anymore. It's momentum, a kind of behavioral gravity. Knowing nothing else, we default to our slave indoctrination, confusing it with honor and goodness, just as a wealthy slave owner would prefer. What a coincidence! The hidden theology of modern life. Behind all this sits a crude but powerful belief system, a shadow religion that nobody admits they worship. Wealthy people are treated like divine beings. This is the key point. Wealthy people are treated like gods. We are idolizing other humans now. Everyone else is graded on usefulness to those deities. Our worth is directly proportional to our effectiveness in conserving and preserving this very situation of the elite ruling and the rest of us groveling to be allowed to live. I refuse to play that game. Employment becomes a sacrament. Paychecks become blessings. Being valued by the wealthy becomes proof of moral worth, and the rest are lucky to gather crumbs from Olympus. It turns the whole economic structure into a mythological hierarchy. The gods above, the priests in middle management, and the faithful laboring masses hoping the temple doesn't smite them this quarter. Once that worldview sets in, crumbs start to look like generosity, submission starts to look like loyalty, and obedience starts to look like common sense. That's the scary part. Not the aristocracy itself, but the internal software that makes people accept aristocracy as natural, inevitable, and morally correct. Good Lord, society is a crazy-ass cult. Freedom revisited. So yes, genuine freedom, the kind worth having, rests on 1. Social tolerance, the everyday decision not to punish difference. 2. Inner clarity, knowing which desires are truly yours. 3. Rejecting the quiet theology that says value flows downward from the wealthy. Without those, especially the last one, people may live in a free country, but inside they're still peasants bowing to invisible kings. And peasants who believe they need their masters will never demand a different world, because they can't yet even imagine one.